I just want to talk about the unemployment rate, because we've had, frankly, some really concerning figures come through this morning on the number of jobs in the UK. There's more people who want a job than there are jobs for them to get. So the unemployment rate was 4.1% when Labour came to power. It is now 5.1%. Do you accept that unemployment has got worse under Labour?
Well, we've also created hundreds of thousands of new jobs in our country. We've had the highest growth rate.
Sorry, I'm going to come in because you're talking about growth rates. You're talking about growth rates. I'm asking you, do you accept unemployment has got worse under Labour? I've just read out the statistics that show it has. So do you accept that?
Well, the way to create more jobs is to create growth, and that is what this government is completely focused on doing. That's why we've had billions of pounds of additional investment.
It's a really simple question. Do you accept unemployment's got worse under Labour? It has.
I would say that we are creating more jobs in our country. We are doing more in terms of an industrial strategy to get our economy back up and running after 14 years of neglect and incompetence. We've been hit by a completely botched
The unemployment
Brexit,
rate was 4.1% when you came into power. It was 4.1% when you came into power. So you can't blame the inheritance when the unemployment rate was better than it is now.
Well, look, we're absolutely focused on getting more jobs, getting better paid jobs. We've also seen the minimum wage increasing substantially, so we're dealing with that cost of living crisis.
Wage growth is also
Of course, we want more jobs in our economy, but we want them to be well-paid jobs where people are really able to move on in life, get up that ladder, and that is what this Labour government is about. It's also really about ensuring people get a hand up rather than a hand out. So we're dealing with the issue of too many people being economically inactive, which is a terrible situation that we inherited from our predecessors. Under the previous government, welfare went up by £88 billion. So that's a huge issue that we need to fix. And I think by fixing that, getting people back into work who should not be getting written off, but who should actually be in work, because that's the best thing for their health and well-being, we will start to both get the economy growing again, deal with that unemployment challenge that you've raised, and ensure that we're getting people not just into any old job, but into jobs that are well paid and are rewarding and are moving them forward in life.
Just finally, Donald Trump is suing the BBC for $10 billion. Does the UK government need to raise this with Donald Trump to defend the BBC?
Well, it's absolutely right that the BBC is an independent organisation. I think they have apologised for one or two of the mistakes that were made in that Panorama programme, but they've also been very clear that there is no case to answer in terms of Mr. Trump's accusations on the broader point about libel or defamation. So, I think it's right that the BBC stands firm on that point. Yes, there were some mistakes made in that particular piece of film, but I think the broader argument that they were making, they're right to stick by their guns on that, and I hope that they will continue to do so as an independent organisation. Of course, funded by the licence fee, a hugely important institution. I am a massive supporter. The government is a massive supporter of the BBC. The Labour Party will always stand up for the BBC as a vitally important institution in both our political life and, of course, in terms of entertaining and informing the British public.